Yo, yo.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, sir, man. What's up, bro?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Just got done working out in the gym.
And the man.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
Thunderstorm Johnson, huh?
yeah. Oh,
Hey,
yeah, absolutely.
hey, Kev, where you from, bro?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
You from
Yeah,
Detroit?
born and raised there. You know what I mean? Been out and living in Las Vegas for 12 years now. You know what I mean? 12, 13 years. And yeah, but
How,
I've been,
how was your upbringing in Detroit, bro?
yeah, well, like you should know, man.
I mean,
It's
I
tough.
don't know. You gotta tell me.
Yeah,
Was you out there thugging or what? What was you out
no,
there doing?
no. No, well, my upbringing, bro, honestly, it was tough growing up. You know what I mean? Moms and dad was, separated. So you have a separated household. You move, and I've been moving around houses to houses. You know what I mean? Sleeping in cars, but it was tough upbringing. You know what I mean? But it's also a humbling experience as well too. You know what I mean? The grind. It taught me how to grind, which I'm so thankful for. You know?
Detroit, Detroit, a real tough city, man. What's one memory of being a youngin in Detroit that you got that stick out still that you carry with you? Because you know that's a tough place.
Yeah, just to go out and get it. You know what I mean? That's what stuck in my mind. Going out and get it and make something happen out of nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's uh, that seemed like the common theme. So as a kid, were you just athletic? Did you like get into other sports as a kid?
No, as a kid, actually, I was a kind of, I'll say I was stay home person. You know what I mean? Not really, just mind my own business in a way, But of course, I got my brothers and my sisters. I mean, my brothers and my cousins as well. That is a big influence. That always had me out. You know what I mean? Going on the streets and smoking at a young age as well too, and doing you know unnecessary things as a youngin. But if I wasn't with them, I was at home playing video games. Honestly,
For
bro.
sure, for sure. You what age did you wander off into a boxing gym?
I was at age 15 years old when I came in the gym. That's when my brother and my cousin got started into it, and I ended up going with them. And the first week we learned the steps, the basics, and
Mhm.
then growing up in Detroit, we have the competitive nature. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother and my cousins, we just start talking mess with each other. No, I'll whoop your ass in the gym. All right, we're back tomorrow. Watch, let's go. What's popping? You know what I mean? And after we got in there, bro, we was fighting. We was dog fighting, bro,
Yeah.
each other. And ever since then, man, I just loved it.
When
And
you
all I
were
knew
young, when
about
you
yeah, and all I knew about boxing is hit and don't get hit. So that's one thing that stood out in my skills is just a counter jab. You know what I mean? And my jab been a factor in everything that I do.
so you get into boxing at 15, you jump into the amateur boxing program.
Yeah, yep.
Any notable people who helped mold or shape your way that you went?
No, honestly, man, when I first got started in Detroit, Michigan, I'll say I was been doing it by myself. You know what I mean? I was still outside living the lifestyle of smoking and drinking
Yeah,
because the environment, right?
yeah.
The environment is not positive. So I was stuck in that and also in the gym as well too. But but after I came out here in Vegas, man, what really motivated whoever the person that molded me and becoming who I am today is Roger Mayweather and Otis Pimpleton. You know what I mean? No disrespect to my other coach back home. That did
For
bring
sure.
me into the gym and taught me the basics. You know what I'm saying? But they was the foundation of where I'm at now.
At what age did you meet Roger?
I was 18 years old.
You were 18 years old, so that's literally 3 years after you started boxing. You worked with a all-time great like Roger.
Yep, yep.
How
And
how would
and
how
he,
would
it's a,
what are things you remember from being around with Roger? You know what I'm saying? Roger is a very vocal person with a strong personality. You know what I'm saying? What you get from Roger?
Man, I learned a lot from Raj, man.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, I most importantly, I learned from him of spar, you know, and learn what you learn in the outside of the ring and implement it inside the ring. You know what I'm saying? What we was working on defense, jabs, footwork, um, angles, and I have to implement all that inside the ring. You know, and my memory of Roger is when I sparred the first I think the first week I sparred, and that nigga shake his head like that nigga, hey, that motherfucker can fight. And I have a video of him saying that, bro. He said, I told you that motherfucking can fight. I'm like, and I was sparring a guy that's really like very skillful in
That's like
boxing.
that.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
spawn a dude that's like that.
Yeah,
You remember?
yeah,
You
exactly.
remember
Yeah,
who it
a
was?
lot of experience.
You remember who
Man,
it was?
yeah. His name was Cameron Butler. Tyron
And
Butler.
he
Yeah.
was like that.
Yeah, he was like that. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
So you 3 years in, you, in my opinion, you strike gold with Roger Mayweather. Was there any opportunity to work with Floyd as well or no?
Floyd Senior or
Either way you want to go with that one.
Junior? No, I really didn't work with Floyd Junior or Floyd Senior. You know what I mean? I just stuck with Raj, you know what I'm saying? And also Roger brought Otis in, you know what I mean? And it was just something, it's a will to be, you know what I mean? It was something to be, you know?
So you get with Raj, you get going. You know, I mean, is Roger walking you through amateur as well, or were you a
Yeah.
pro by that point?
No, Roger was working with me when I was amateur as well too, you know, and got to come to all of my fights, you know what I mean, as a amateur bouts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So the how much time did you spend as an amateur?
Oh man, shoot, as an amateur, I probably spent like I'll say like 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, as an
And,
amateur.
and out of that 8 years, how much of the time was spent with Raj?
Like 5 years with
So,
Raj.
so he had a strong effect on who you are as a fighter. You say that?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely, 100%.
did he have anything to do with the conversion from amateur to pro, or did you? It was just something you knew you was locked into doing regardless.
No, it was something I was locked in and doing. I already had a pro style, a professional style, and even then though I I would start being cast only with honestly with the jab. I was being cast with the jab because I never threw my right hand. You know, I was kind of afraid to throw my right hand because like once I commit with the right hand, my face is open. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
exposed. You know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
that came into I got over that, you know what I'm saying, after like when I did the power tournament. I'm like, you know what? You know, after the power tournament, that's when I started throwing my right hand cuz I remember I lost to Erickson Lubin and at the power tournament. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I lost to him by 1 point. And I was beating him with the jab, but I never threw my right hand. You know what I mean?
What
So,
do you remember what weight that was at?
yeah, that was at 140.
Okay. Who else might you have seen in that tournament? I guess of notability.
Um, I'm pretty sure that's the only person that I know of.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when you go pro, there wasn't much of an adjustment because of your style. I'm assuming, right?
right. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I've seen that style, but you know what is most popularized about Kevin Johnson, and you already know what I'm gonna say is these leaked footages of these you in the gym terrorizing guys, man. So
Mhm.
you've seen quite a plethora of people in the gym. What's a notable standout moment for you in your mind in the gym working with somebody and you go, aha, I got it. Anything come to mind?
Yeah, everybody I work with, amateurs or professional, I learn from everyone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go get in the ring with them, I actually like, oh, first round, oh, I got it, and then I end up, you know what I
I mean,
mean,
I
making the
mean
adjustment.
because because you got people like Tank Davis and Shakur and Devin Haney. I
Right.
mean, you got like a list of
Yeah.
work on your resume. So
Right.
you in the gym with them and you just nothing. Is that's what you're saying?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. It's nothing to me because I know how to change up. You know, I know how
Yeah.
to change up. I know how to maneuver. You know, I speak highly of myself. Honestly, I do because I know God gifted me with this talent. You know what I mean? All glory
Mm-hmm.
to God, man. He gifted me with this talent. I cannot deny it. You know, so
Yeah.
I speak highly of it. You know what I mean? Highly of it because it's for His glory. You
Yeah.
know, and with this
Right.
talent I have, I don't think nobody can mess with me. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? And also it's for my mindset is to willing to learn and adapt in tough
Mm-hmm.
situations. You know, so everybody that's got in the ring with it was
You got
to
somebody.
me it's easy. You know what I mean? To me it was easy. I was going 80% on most of them, all
Get
of
out
them.
of here,
You know what I mean? And
man. You going 80%?
I was going
Get out of here,
like
man.
I'm dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying? You know I was going 80%. You know what I'm saying? Because I
So
already know. Because to me, look, people can put they stamp on it that I'm a sparring king, but to me, sparring is where you learn and where you grow.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't need to go hard and improve myself on that. Improve myself in sparring. Sparring is where you grow and where you learn. So, like I said, I'm grateful for all these experiences that I have, and I learned from it. But once again, like I was going 80%. You know what I mean?
I
Because
can
that's me.
respect that. So you you was in the gym with Tank in the ring with Tank. You saying you were 80% with Tank? I mean that's a bold statement, and it's real as real. But, you know
Yeah, yeah, right.
what did you get out of working with Javante in a sparring session, specifically him?
Yeah, yeah, with him, he's great. He has a good explosiveness. He has a great ring IQ. Um, he can do both. He can box and he also can brawl and bang with you. But he can also brawl and bang smartly without getting hit as well if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And with this too as well, he also come forward and allow you. If he don't see no power in you, he will allow you to hit his gloves. You know what I'm saying? He'll cover up and walk to you until you get
Mm-hmm.
tired and throw some body shots here and there. You know, he'll let you work, honestly. But that's one thing I got with Tank. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but he's a phenomenal fighter. You know what I'm saying?
So I seen you in there with Shakur Stevenson, who's a technician, notably a technician. What
Right.
what did you gain from that experience? Because I mean, I've watched him work in person a few times, and man, it's a lot to take on when you could be overwhelmed by his readiness or his preparedness. So
Yeah.
how did that go for you?
Well. Before I answer that question, let me ask you a question because you talked about Shakur Stevenson. When you saw him spar, how was that work work for you seeing him spar? Was he outboxing the person? Did he come forward?
Yes, yes.
So he did both.
He came forward. I watched him spar quite a few people, anywhere from 140 to one to middleweight. I've seen him spar some middleweight before, and there are times where he is coming forward. A lot of times it looks as if though he's working on things in the pocket coming forward, but then there are other times with guys where he's so athletic and he's so skilled he could just box a guy up, I mean, typically, but
Yeah. So when he was coming forward, was he getting touched a lot?
yeah. I mean,
Well,
it
well,
depends, though. It depends. It depends. It depends. Because sometimes he would throw the high guard up and intend on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but then there were times where he didn't. You know, I've seen him not be touched, you know, coming
Yeah,
forward. But, you know, like I said, I've seen him with a few different guys, but that's probably the norm where guys aren't hitting them as much.
yeah. I feel like, and well, now I can answer your question about me sparring Shakur Stevenson. Um, I feel like he he distanced himself so far out of his opponent that, of course, you have to over his opponent have to overreach or overextend himself with Shakur,
Mm-hmm.
and Shakur will capitalize on that mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Um, I have, like I said, I have a blueprint to beating all these guys. That's why I asked you a question. When he was coming forward, did he get hit a lot? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that's my
Yeah.
take on it. You know what I'm saying? When he was coming forward with a high guard, I was catching him clean, like clean with a lot of combinations because I was kept throwing my hands. You know, you
Yeah.
stepping into me, I'm gonna keep throwing my hands. He just keep your punch output have to grow, increase when he has his hands up. And now, if he have his hands up and he coming walking towards you, and you throwing one punch, two punch here and there, he countering you. You know what I'm saying? And you probably experience that. You know what I'm saying? You probably see him, you know, walking forward, and somebody throw one
He
jab,
throws down.
one hook to the body, he catch it, he throw uppercut. So you
Sure.
probably yeah, so I feel like, you know, your output have to be have to increase. You know what I'm saying? You have to bunches of, you have to throw punches and bunches, you know what I'm saying? To get him like irritated, you know what I'm saying,
I
and
know.
stuff like that, you know.
I know in the past you fought at 140. Are you full fledged welterweight now, or are you still around 140?
I'm still at 140 and I've been here since the amateurs, you know what I'm saying? I
You
was
feel?
actually I was at 140 and also 154 in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of my career, I started fighting at 154. The reason why, because like, you know, maybe laziness. You know what I'm saying? Not like running. Gotta change my diet. So you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, I got skills. My skills gonna just, you know, prove it. 3 rounds, this ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't disciplined, you know what I'm saying? But now I am, you know what I mean? So I'm at campaign at
What
140.
what caused the change of not being as disciplined to become disciplined? Is it a loss, or is it not getting the results you want? What created that?
No, even at 154, I was giving a lot of people problems. You know, I've been actually winning, you know what I mean, in the 140 division. Um,
Mhm.
like I said, you know, it was just it was just a discipline. I already knew I had skills. I knew that from the get go. You know, sparring these world champions at a young age, um, as an amateur, you know, and had given them problems in the sparring. I already knew that. Oh, okay, I don't need to do all the necessary running and dieting. I'm a still amateur. You know what I'm saying? This is in
For
my
sure.
mind. I feel like when I go pro, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? But as amateur, it's like, you know, you don't want to miss no birthdays to nothing, you know, or holidays.
Let's say you could go back in some kind of time machine and talk to amateur Kevin, knowing what you know now. What would you have gone back and tell amateur Kevin to prepare him to where you at? What could you tell yourself?
Oh man, run, eat healthier. You know, run, eat healthy, stretch more. And, and in boxing, of course, those things, and just being, you know, basically that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
So
those
you was so,
things,
you,
those is the
so
big part.
outside of eating right and I guess that road work, you know, you pretty much had the game plan, is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
What?
I can't say, you know, the skills is always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Learning from champions is always there. You know, the mindset that I had was always there, and it's still here. You know.
What's some things or some learning lessons you learned as a pro? I mean, because I know you know you went amateur, you were prepared. and you telling me that all you would have to tell yourself is to eat right and run. But what else have you picked up? Because I mean, the road to a professional is already a rocky one, and somebody like yourself that's entered double digit in fights. I mean, that's probably a gallon a game that you didn't picked up along the way.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest takeaway? You saying just stay in shape and eat right? That's all.
No, I already.
Let me ask you
I'm
this question.
because honestly, I was still amateur then. It's a lot more.
You
You
were
just have to
amateur up
go.
here
No. I was amateur back then. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
And amateur back then, I would say those things will probably make you. It will build you up quicker if you would have done these things. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure, for sure.
Once
For
again, you
sure, for
still
sure.
have to go. Life is the steps, man. Life steps, bro. You have to go to. You have to take these steps along the journey, and as you go along this journey, along these steps, yeah, you can also go back like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But God put things in situations. He put roadblocks in front of you, making sure that you can hurdle over it. You know what I mean? So I can't say what I could have done as an amateur.
How's the the adjustment to the business of boxing for you as a professional? Is that an obstacle or no?
The business of what you mean?
Does the business of boxing get in the
Yeah.
way of your progress?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. You know,
And what way?
yeah, because everybody knows the A side, B side into boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, for me, I feel like I really don't care if I fight on the A side or B side. I care about fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? Your talent, because like I said, talents. At the end of the day, skills pay the bills. And this is you can also go back in time when Ryan Garcia, did what he did to Devin Haney. I feel like Ryan Garcia wasn't. He was out of shape. Well, I feel like he wasn't mentally, like he wasn't ready physically. You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't seem
He was
he didn't
smoking
seem
and
locked
drinking.
in.
He was smoking and drinking, and I feel like his mindset is like, oh, I got the skills to beat Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And he been with Devin Haney, what? How many times? Six. He
Yep.
fought him
Yep.
6 times.
Yep.
So yeah. So he like, oh, I've been in the ring with you. I already know what you about. Why I need to take it serious?
Did you expect that outcome?
Honestly, I didn't expect it that like that. I thought he was gonna get stopped, as like
Click.
I thought he was gonna get KO. But once again, I also had to take in consideration that Devin Haney is a great survivor. He know how to survive in the ring. When he get hurt, you know how to his recovery is really good. He can hold you. He'll keep holding you. You know what I mean? He know how to survive. Honestly, he know how to
So that's
survive.
a so that's a solid segue to me asking you this. You were in the ring with Devin before, and you worked with him. What did you take from that? I'm good, bad, ugly. I don't care. Just what did you get from it?
I got a lot of it. You know what I mean? Devin Haney is he's a good boxer, and he's awkward as well too. To me, I feel like he's awkward.
How?
He'll hit you from a far out distance. You think he's far, but he's right, like he's right there. His jab is really nice, and he has a good stiff jab. But one thing I did can take away from him is his heart. He don't have a heart. If you dish it out and give him problems, he'll fold and he start, like I said, he'll start surviving. He be in surviving mode. You know what I mean?
Did you witness?
Holding and
Did you witness survivor mode working with him in spar?
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So you put him in survival mode yourself.
Um, couple of times, I'll say in 1 or 2 rounds, I did. You know what I mean?
How
But
many
once
how
again,
many
I went 80.
rounds did I do?
I went 80%. So like my punches wasn't really like I ain't had that You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just had quickness and speed. You know what I'm saying? Quickness and
yeah,
speed. You know.
yeah, yeah. That's wild to hear, man. I mean, not in a bad way or a questionable way, but man, I mean, you got to be very confident in how you approaching these elite guys. 80% are not, you know what I'm saying? For you to be in there and then you got guys like Devin in the gym surviving, man, Kev, you a bad motherfucker. I mean, I'm gonna just put it like that. You know, for you to be working to that capacity. So what would you got planned up your sleeve for going forward in your career? You know, because I think, in my opinion, more people need to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you the goods. So you know,
Yeah,
what do you have planned going forward?
I have a fight coming up soon. Um, it's a big fight, you know what I mean? And I'm waiting till they announce it, you know what I'm saying? And after that, you know, it's on and popping, you know. That
What
that
what
will
what uh what
that is
network?
gonna give me a foundation. That's gonna give me a foundation of, you know, being where I need to be at, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a particular network is gonna be on or no?
Yeah, I would disclose that, but you know, I ain't gonna give it up yet. You feel me? But we'll
Nah,
talk
I
soon
figured
though. Once it's all said and done, we can come back on Instagram, bro, and we can
yeah.
talk about it more.
No, I figured I'd try it. You know what I'm saying? So uh I tell you this, how much time will it be till you all locked in with it?
I'm already locked in now.
Okay, so you in camp?
I'm in camp, and I've been starting. I started this camp like what, a month or 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Cause I've been in camp knowing that I have to be ready for something. My mental was like, you know, somebody gonna come with a fight date three weeks prior. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, 3 weeks, 2 weeks prior.
Can
Okay,
you
if you
tell me
know you
what
want to fight
month you
3 weeks.
can you
Yeah,
tell me
so
what
I'm saying,
month you think well,
hey,
can you
listen,
tell me what month you think is in?
you said what?
What month is the fight?
When we talk about it next time, bro, I got you.
You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to figure out who ain't got a fight schedule, who
Yeah,
what network.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, that's dope, man. Let me ask you another question, man. When you out away from boxing, what do you do to just cut away from it? What do you do? You hop on the video game?
Um, that too, but but also, man, I'm a church going person, and also family oriented. So I'm just stay, like I said, I stay with myself, man. If there's fights coming up, I go to my coach's house, watch fights like we did last week. But honestly, I'm always at home doing, you know, taking care of my family, taking care of my children, get them to
Mm-hmm.
do their homework and walk with them and work out with them, you know, and then church. So it's a regimen that I have, you know, that I'm not attending to break, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
You don't have any kids?
yeah, I have two.
How is it balancing being a father and a fighter?
Well, you have to balance it both, you know. Honestly, I feel like it's great. I don't force my kids to box. You know, honestly, I force them, not force them, but I encourage them to work out more. I'll say that for health reasons, you know what I'm saying? And even my wife
So,
as well, just to, my whole family work out, you know what I mean? Eat healthy, you know. Like I said, man, being in the sport of boxing as professionally, I can see how much toil it goes in your body, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure your body is good, healthy, strong, and I and that's why how I lead my family.
on the
And
other
most of
end of that
all,
spectrum,
according to God.
on the other end of that spectrum, what's uh, uh go ahead and be honest and tell me a guilty temptation on food. If you ain't got to worry about weight, you ain't got to worry about making this or keeping this on point. If you could have whatever you wanted on a plate, what would it be?
Fries, fries,
Fries?
fries, bro. Yeah, man, fries is I freaking love fries.
Who sell the
Man,
best
it's so
fries, Cap?
crazy. Listen, it's so crazy because I had my boy. We went to Del Taco, bro, and I told him like, yeah, hey. He said, "What you want to eat?" I said, "Yeah, order me a chili cheese fries and a medium fries on the side. I'm like, you're like, bro, that's the same thing. I'm like, it's not the same thing. You know what I
You're
mean?
the type of dude that like fries with his fries. I got you, bro.
Yeah, fries with fries, bro.
No, man, that's gangster, man. But I tell you what, I'm gonna put the onus on you when you get that date. You gonna have to tap back in and let me know, cause
Absolutely.
we gotta know, man. But Kevin, man, how can they follow you or keep up with you? You know, what do they need to do?
Yeah, you can follow me at Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson on all my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. And just follow the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I am going to be one of the best fighters out in the world at 140. Mark my words. And those fighters that scared to fight other fighters, as far as Sergio Martinez, Tank Davis. Well, actually he's not a 140 fighter, but all those fighters that scared to fight the real fighters and tough fighters, I'm willing to step up and fight these fights.
So you're getting there with Super Real Matias?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. No questions
You, sound,
asked.
you saying that very confidently, like you see something.
I see. Yeah, of course.
What you
I was
see?
I was at I was at his last fight, and
Talking about the
I saw a lot.
Ergenshell fight?
Yeah, I saw a lot, bro. His last fight was a tough fight. I feel like I feel like he was losing round, first, second round, first, second, third
Mhm.
round. But then the old dude got tired and then overwhelmed, and he's Martinez nonstop. He just kept coming,
I,
you know.
I I'll throw another one out there before we get up out of here. What you think of Gary Antoine Russell at 140?
I want him. Yeah, I want him, man. Honestly, I feel like I can beat him. You know what I mean? Like I said, all these fighters that they think is tough, I'm willing to step up and expose everybody. I have a blueprint to beat everybody, and I'm willing to show that.
I can't wait to see it. Kevin, Thunderstorm Johnson, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up, bro. We gonna do it again.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
you
for
gonna have
sure.
to be 1,000 or what's happening, because I ain't trying to go there if you ain't gonna go there. So we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
find out later, man.
yeah,
But
absolutely, 100%.
we appreciate you, bro. We salute you, and we all gonna be watching along the way, bro.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Appreciate you, bro. That's it, baby.